felt like burnout was crawling onto me. I think April can be really tough. Hello everyone! In this video, I'm going to make top 3 spring Japanese food. I'm gonna share how much everything costed at the end of this video so that you can get the idea of the living cost in Japan, so make sure to keep on watching. Okay, let's get into number 3. Number 3 is Takikomi Gohan. I don't think you make this kind of dish outside of Japan, but Takikomi Gohan is basically like a Japanese mixed rice, and it's very easy to make and it's really delicious, so I'm gonna show you how to make it. First, I'm gonna rinse the rice and then soak the rice in the water. In the meantime, I'm gonna prepare vegetables. First, I'm gonna cut green beans into small pieces. Next, we have my absolute favorite, maitake mushroom. It just always tastes amazing every time I cook it, and I'm gonna break them into bite-sized pieces. For protein, I'm going to use bacon. Next, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of soy sauce to the rice, and then I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of sake and dashi powder as well. If you don't have dashi powder, you can use other kinds of soup stock. Next, let's add all the ingredients to the rice and cook on medium heat. I kind of dumped all the ingredients here, but you can add the beans later if you want to keep the color for the aesthetic. Once it's boiling, I'm gonna lower the heat, put on the lid, and cook for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, let's remove the lid, turn up the heat just a little bit so that you can get rid of the excess water. And here we have our Takikomi Gohan. It's super quick and easy, so definitely give it a try and let me know how it goes. I know I look tired here, we're gonna talk more about that later, but it just tastes delicious every time I cook this recipe, and this time it turned out amazing as well. If you have sesame oil at home, you can add it to the rice before you turn on the heat to add extra umami. Okay, let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is Chishi Sushi. I think it's pretty popular outside of Japan as well, so you've probably had it before. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but many Japanese people don't actually make sushi at home. But Chishi Sushi is one of the exceptions. It's really easy to make, and I'm gonna show you how to make it, and I'm excited to see if it's gonna turn out good. I found this sashimi for $5 at the supermarket, and it was definitely a good find. I'm gonna show you how my shopping went and how much everything was later in the video. First, I'm gonna cut a cucumber into small cubes. I'm gonna add salt and then massage the salt into them with my hands. I'm gonna let them rest for a while, and then right before I use them, I'm gonna rinse them with water. Next, I'm gonna crack eggs, add salt and sugar, and mix them all together. I'm gonna add half of it to the pan. I definitely added too much here. And then I'm gonna roll the egg to make an egg roll. Okay, let's add the rest and repeat the process. For sashimi, I'm gonna cut them into smaller pieces. For the egg rolls, I think I'm gonna try to cut them into small cubes. Let's put rice mixed with vinegar into a bowl, and then I'm gonna add all the ingredients we prepared on top. Here we have our Chishi Sushi. Let's add a little bit of soy sauce and see how it tastes like. I am so happy with how it turned out to be. It's so easy, quick and healthy, and also I think it's so much cheaper to make it at home. Good morning. Oh, Good morning, it's Friday morning. I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna film this video in one day, but I felt like burnout was crawling onto me, so I stopped filming. Anyway, I'm gonna make green matcha smoothie and then maybe we can catch up. For matcha, I think I'm gonna do half of this and half of this. This one is matcha without sweetener. It's the real matcha that I always use. And this one is like a matcha latte mix. So this is basically made for you to make a matcha latte and it has a little bit of sweetener. So I think I'm gonna do half. Maybe I'm gonna do like 2 scoops. I might have added too much spinach, so I might need to add a little bit of soy milk or water, but let's see. Okay, let's put a lid and blend them all together. Okay, well, I came to balcony to catch up with you guys. I'm sorry, it might be a little bit loud because we live right next to mountain and there are birds singing all the time pretty much, and there's a wind, so it might be a little bit loud, but I thought this is a little bit nicer than just catching up with you inside of the house. The smoothie is really good, but you know what I realized? I completely forgot to put ice. That's why it feels a little bit thick. Oh my god. Yes, I had a morning brain. I think April can be really tough because, well, in Japan it's been roomy and it probably is the same way in other countries as well. To be honest, I haven't been taking care of myself too well these days, and I'm gaining weight because I think I was stress eating quite a bit. The other day I was listening to this podcast. They were saying how what you do the first thing in the morning really determines your day, and that's so true because today I went for a run/walk to the beach. I turned on do not disturb on my phone and I just tried not to look at my phone as much as possible this morning. And that one healthy thing I did this morning motivated me to do more healthy things, if that makes sense. I decided to make this smoothie instead of eating like cake or donut in the morning. I think it's like a ripple effect of positivity when you choose to do something positive the first thing in the morning instead of scrolling through your phone. I hope this becomes like this gentle reminder for you to know that it's okay. Like, everybody has a bad day, but tomorrow morning just try to do one good thing for your body or health, and that can transform your entire day. The most popular Japanese spring food is tempura. It makes sense because the other day I randomly wanted to eat tempura and I decided to just get it at a restaurant. But today I want to try to recreate that at home. I think I'm gonna make it like a tempura rice ball. We call that tendon, and that's my favorite way to eat tempura. So I hope it's gonna turn out well. Let's see how it goes. In order to make tempura, we're gonna need flour, water, and then egg. Oops. We're gonna put them in the fridge until we use them, which is gonna help make the tempura light and crunchy. First, let's prepare for my absolute favorite egg tempura. Okay, I'm gonna boil eggs for 6 minutes. In the meantime, I'm gonna prepare vegetables. I have eggplants, bell peppers, and then shiitake mushrooms. For eggplants, I'm gonna cut it into half. And then I'm going to put cuts like this. It almost looks like a skirt. Okay, next we got bell peppers. I'm gonna put bell peppers into half. I'm gonna remove seeds. And then I'm gonna cut them into another halves. Okay, next we have shiitake mushrooms. For shiitake mushrooms, I'm gonna remove the stems. And then I'm gonna put across like this. For egg tempura, you're actually supposed to coat the eggs with flour first and then dip into the egg sauce, but I got too lazy and skipped the process. Please don't copy me. For the sauce, I'm gonna use mirin. I'm gonna microwave it for 1 minute to get rid of the alcohol. Then I'm going to add soy sauce, a little bit of sugar, and water. Itadakimasu. Oh my god, the egg tastes amazing. I really like eggplant tempura, so I hope it turned out good. Okay. It's actually really good. Now that you know how to make popular spring food in Japan, let me show you how my grocery shopping went and how much everything turned out to be. The average monthly cost spent on food per adult is around 4,000,000 yen, which is around 257 US dollars. The Japanese yen hit the lowest in 34 years, which is great news for you, but it's gonna be very expensive for me to go pretty much anywhere outside of Japan. Sashimi was probably the most expensive item I bought, which was around $5, but it was definitely worth it, as you guys saw. I also bought some things that I can use for a long time, like soy sauce, flour, vinegar, and I also snuck in dark chocolate because why not? But including everything, my grocery turned out to be 3,303 yen, which is $21.22. Thank you guys so much for watching until the very end, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!